Alright guys, Tom Lawrence here from highlyeffectiveleader.com. The more you learn and the more you increase your knowledge on a certain topic, pay attention to how much you actually don't know about it. We are taught to learn and discover new things, but it's amazing when we learn and discover how much we didn't know in the first place. Have you ever heard the term leaders are readers? When I first heard that, I didn't think much of it. I just thought it was a given that to be a leader you have to be highly educated, so you must be well read. However, that's not it at all. To be a leader, you don't have to know everything. In fact, when I started my first leadership position, I realized just how much I don't know. So I began to learn more about leadership. I read books, attended seminars, went to conferences, and enrolled in online courses. By doing all of that, I realized even more that I didn't know a whole lot. It was a bit scary, but I must admit, it's scary because I keep surprising myself on how much more knowledge I don't have. Have you had similar experiences? I love learning new things, especially about leadership and personal growth. But it's not a nice feeling to realize how much more I needed to learn than I originally thought. Although, it is good to now know this and be aware that I do not know it all. It seems to happen with every new thing I learn, too. I sometimes find myself laughing that my intelligence is nowhere near what I thought it was. I get asked quite a lot to think outside the box, and I'm sure you have too, or you've heard others be asked that before. Well, what that means is to think deeper within yourself and try to draw on information that you may never have thought you had. Now, obviously, nobody can know everything about a certain topic. However, there are aspects of a topic that we don't really know or understand, but we are aware of them. So being aware of those aspects is actually being outside the box. The question is, how do we get what's outside of the box to inside of the box? That's easy. We need to learn and increase our knowledge about what's outside of the box. You are probably learning about what's outside of the box right now. We also need to learn about things that are really outside the box. These are things that we don't know anything about at all, not a clue. Again, the question is, how do we get what's really outside of the box to inside of the box? We need to learn and increase our knowledge about what's really outside of the box. As I said earlier, there are things we need to know about that are outside of the box that we currently don't know, and it's good that we are at least aware of that. However, we are continuing to learn and increase our knowledge about what's outside of the box and bringing it inside of the box. This will then leave room to become aware of more things that are outside of the box. We don't know about them, but our awareness of newer and important things has increased. So it becomes a cycle of increased knowledge, awareness, and personal growth. You must make the decision to continue increasing your knowledge or not. If you do, then the cycle will continue and you will constantly grow. If you do not, then the cycle will stop and you will remain where you are. Or after a period of time, your knowledge and growth will decrease. That is a position we don't want to find ourselves in. I find it amazing that I now know I need to learn a lot more about things I thought I was quite accomplished in. It makes me wonder about what is actually happening in our brains. We can't just learn about something once or twice. We need to keep going and growing every day. I find it funny that the people who usually ask me to think outside the box are people who think they know it all. Do you find that? Actually, it is those people who don't know a lot, sometimes even less than us. So they are not aware that they need to also learn a lot more, and because they are not aware, that is what makes them think they know it all. They have an ignorant view on learning and increasing their knowledge. You will find this a lot in poor leaders. Now that we know that we have a lot more to learn, We need to be very specific and extremely disciplined in what we learn. For example, by going through this online course, A Leader's Discipline, you are very specifically learning how to grow the discipline of a leader. We do not want to be filling our brains with knowledge we do not need at all, or will do more harm than good. I started my career in 1999 as an apprentice mechanical engineer when I was 16. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep learning more strategies on leadership, personal growth, and influence that will benefit you in both your personal and professional life. Connect with me on my other social media channels too to keep in contact and up to date on what I am doing. And please visit my website, highlyeffectiveleader.com, to learn even more valuable strategies in the area of leadership, personal growth, and how you can increase your influence. Please download my free ebook, Inspire Your People, by clicking the link in the description below this video.